For 2 years, I worked a full-time 9-to-5 job while building my part-time online business. And get this, I was not burnt out. In fact, having a part-time business where I was working an extra 6 to 8 hours a week gave me so much more energy because I was so much more intentional with my time, my energy, and how I was taking care of myself. I was able to work my job, earn up to multiple 4 figures a month in my part-time business, and still take care of myself and enjoy my life. Compared to when I was just working a corporate job, I was just being a mindless potato. One thing I've learned is that you have more time than you think you do. It comes down to your being and your ability to be in the present moment. Don't believe me? Just check your phone's screen time, how many hours you spend consuming Instagram each day and watching Netflix. You'll realize there are many spaces of time and opportunities to be captured. I'll bet that a third to half of that time could have been used more creatively, like building a one-person business on just a few hours a week. I'm also willing to bet that this will make you feel a lot more fulfilled than doom scrolling and comparing yourself to other people. In today's video, I want to share with you 5 powerful ways for you to have more time and energy for your job, your business, and your life. I know it's going to be a game changer for you. An hour before 9 is worth 2 after 5. When you work on your business before your 9-to-5 job, you're giving your best energy to an asset you're building. Your asset, your dreams that you're building first before you build someone else's dream. It's kind of similar to the concept of taking care of yourself, grounding yourself first thing in the morning before you attend to everyone else's needs and distractions. I find my mind less cluttered in the morning and it's in a fresh headspace, so the quality of work, my ideas, my creativity, my ability to focus is so much more sharp, and I can get a lot of good progress, good work done in less time compared to if I was to work on it after work, when I would feel a lot more tired after attending to a lot of people's needs. The only thing is you have to sleep a little earlier to wake a little earlier if you need to do so. And I've got you if you're thinking I'm just not a morning person, or if you also want to do some work after work. Enter your post-work shutdown ritual. After work, I like to give myself about an hour just to loosen up from work and to get myself back into a clear, energetic state. Slide your laptop under the bed where you can't see it. Take a hot shower, go for a walk, maybe take a quick nap. Enjoy a meal. Just allow yourself to take a break, to slowly detach yourself from your 9-to-5 job, and for the attention residue to slowly dissipate. By doing this, you'll ground yourself back to a neutral state and recharge yourself before you dive into your part-time business. This also sets a firm boundary from work. Otherwise, I would always feel so exhausted and tired if I were to go straight from work into my business. Society trains us to be really good employees, to be good at studying, taking tests, and following instructions. But as an entrepreneur, you have to take risks, explore, and hold yourself accountable. There are no bosses or teachers telling you what to prioritize and what to do. You're the boss. It is so important to understand what's most important to focus on, because online, and even just with any business, there's always a bazillion things you could be doing, but most of them aren't actually going to be driving the needle forward in your business. They're not going to be driving real momentum or substantial progress. That's why I like to keep the 80-20 principle in mind. The 80-20 Pareto Principle states that 80% of your success comes from 20% of the things you do. Here's a really good example. With your physical health, 80% of it should be focused on nutrition and eating, and 20% on exercising. Wealth is really driven by 80% habits and 20% math. Meaningful conversations are really driven by mainly listening and then 20% talking. What about online businesses? Well, it depends on the stage you're in and how you want to build it, but I would say most online businesses should really focus on these things. First is delivering an exceptional customer experience. The second is focusing on great selling and marketing skills. And the last thing is creating resonating content. Are you too focused on building a website when you don't even have an audience to direct them to your website? Are you too focused on trying to perfect your beautiful logo design when really people just want to hear you share your stories to feel more connected with you? Are you too focused on trying to create your first course when you don't even have proof that one person is willing to pay you for this course? Focus on the 1 to 2 most important things that will actually get you to where you want to be. Back when I was working my 9-to-5 job and I was side hustling, I focused on creating really good content to attract my right people. I sold my offers by making invitations, and I did my best to deliver exceptional experiences. There was also a period of time when the most important thing for me to do was to not do anything in my business, to slow down, to just appreciate my life, to do the inner work, which we'll discuss later in this video. I was burnt out from misalignment, being in an unhealthy mindset, and that wasn't bringing me anywhere close to the life I wanted to create. I had to take a step back from my business to learn how to live life again, to embody abundance. And by slowing down, I eventually sped up. It's important to understand what your unique priorities are instead of blindly following what other people are doing. We are all on our unique journeys. I also have a free guide on how to build your part-time content and coaching business online on top of your 9-to-5 job. I'm gonna link it in the description box below. Now, why waste time sleeping 7 to 8 hours a day and a few hours every week taking care of yourself? Sleep is for the weak. You should be hustling and squeezing every minute of your day. Wait a minute, that can't be right. Sleeping and taking care of yourself actually gives you even more time. It gives you energy so that you can be more focused and get better quality work done in less time. What I've noticed is that sometimes what takes other people 2 to 3 hours to do, I can get done in less than an hour. Beyond giving you physical energy, sleeping also has so many other benefits like regulating your emotions. It helps with learning and creative new ideas. It's a very productive task, if you will. When I feel good, I do good, and that means taking care of my physical, mental, and emotional well-being so that I have the capacity to show up for the things that really matter in my life. I can then show up and be of service to my business, my community, my clients, my employer, my family, and friends. But it all starts with me showing up and taking care of myself first. Before I did inner work on myself, I would often be procrastinating. My body would just feel so exhausted and drained from all the self-doubts and the negative thoughts crammed inside my head, and I would distract myself with junk food, Netflix, mindless scrolling, rather than pursuing my dreams. It was less about the unhealthy habits I was doing, but more about the inner problems I had within me that was causing me to be addicted to cheap dopamine, to distract myself from facing my emotions and my intuition. When I say inner work, I mean facing your inner demons and crying out all the repressed, pent-up emotions from childhood. Okay, I'm just kidding, but also not really, because that was partly what I had to go through. Doing the inner work means unlearning and healing from unhealthy societal conditioning, childhood traumas, or wounds from the past. It means letting go of what no longer serves you so you can tap into the powerful love and abundance you have within you. I've now been consciously doing the inner work for 3 years now. By deeply understanding myself, my insecurities, my triggers, thoughts, and emotions, it's really helped me release a lot of shame, guilt, and judgment, which has freed up a lot of resistance for me to show up for my dreams. I now have so much more love, kindness, and compassion within me, and thus I don't judge myself as much anymore when I show up online, when I sell online, and when I take scary risks. I am now so much more confident in myself. I have less mind drama, and that energy really radiates through to the right people. I also have a bunch of ideas, and I'm not afraid to execute on them, take action, rather than indulge in self-doubt. Doing the inner work is so worth it. It is my secret productivity hack. What I found helpful in the beginning of this journey was to listen to my body whenever it would feel triggered or uncomfortable. Your body has a lot of wisdom and intelligence. Here are some prompts that can help you with this journey. Those were my 5 tips. Choose one out of the 5 pieces of advice and start slowly integrating them, aiming to do 1% better. It's about the intention of being consistent. And if you start integrating these, I promise you, you will be increasing your capacity to do more outside of your 9-to-5 job. Not only will you have more time, you'll also have more energy, more confidence, purpose, and drive to show up for your job, your business, and all the important things in your life. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget, I have a free guide resource for you down below in the description box if you want to learn how to build your part-time online business while working your 9-to-5 job. Take care, and I will see you in the next video.